having this event with us and really be accommodating to whatever that we've been asking them, and to help us plan this event out as well. And to our partners on the other side, Startup Grand Sarawak, a shout out to you guys as well. Thank you so much for being great partners, for working on events with us. And I think all of you audiences can actually look out for a lot more events from the two sides, Startup Grand KL and Startup Grand Sarawak. So exciting times ahead of us, I would say. And so without further ado, I think we're about 5 minutes through the event already. I would like to introduce to you guys Onur Besen, who is the managing partner and also the SEO team lead at D-Dat agency, which is actually based in Turkey. And he has experience dealing with global level as well as startup level companies handling their SEOs. And I think notably, he's also helped countless business owners to kind of grow their organic visibility on Google. And that's just a little bit about him, but I will let him tell you about himself and all the tips and tricks to teach us where to begin on planning our SEO strategy, as well as how to choose SEO tools and some of the digital agencies to work with. So I'm going to invite Onur Besen, but just before that, we would like to hear a little bit about D-Dat agency from the co-founder himself, Masood. So I will let them both in. Just give me a second, yeah. So there's Masood, and let me know, Masood, if you're in and if you can speak, if you're able to.
Yep, can you hear me?
Yep, I can. I guess
perfect. Perfect. And my cam should be on now.
Yep.
Perfect. So shall we begin?
Yes, go ahead, take it away. So I'll mute.
Perfect.
And I'll stop my video as well, and then I'll come back on right after the session is over. Yeah. Thank you guys. I'll give you guys the floor.
Perfect. So hello everyone. Thank you for spending your time here, and hopefully we will be adding some new information to all digital lovers out there. This is Masood. I've been working in digital industry for over 10 years now, and I was working at the biggest media agency at Group M as head of digital. I work with various industries from FMCG to B2B. For the last 3 years, I've been working for one of the major finance clients with annual budget of 10 million euros. And we had a team of 22 people for SEO, analytics, and paid media. On February, Onur and we decided to establish our own agency with our network and with our global know-how. Hopefully, we will be helping out there all brands who need digital marketing. So really briefly, we wanted to share who we are, what we do today. Then we will proceed with detailed SEO know-how sharing with Onur. So we have 4 main services under D-Dat. SEO, which we are going to get into details today, so I'm not going to mention anything about search engine optimization. We do paid marketing as well, including all Google ads, such as Google Search, Google Display Network, YouTube, and social media. We also help brands who need programmatic media buying through DSPs, such as DV360 or Adform. Thirdly, we do provide service around digital analytics. It really changes according to the needs of our client. Sometimes it is an always-on conversion rate optimization. Sometimes it's just code implementation to your website or a quick audit to your all implementations. Last but not least, we also do provide content marketing guidance as well. We do provide written text that is going to provide some detailed information and going to be helpful for your search engine optimization and paid media marketing as well. We wanted to share 3 of our partners today with you. JobLeads is Hamburg-based headhunter and career service website. We do provide them SEO services. Vanity is a beauty clinic based in Istanbul, and they do run performance marketing on a global scale. We are their leading agency, and we provide them services such as content marketing, SEO marketing, paid media, and analytics as well. Last but not least, Oro Monaco is a startup as well. They are going to be establishing their own e-commerce platform. They are based in New York. We also help them with SEO content and paid marketing. The governance, the transparency is one of our differentiation. This is my last slide, then we will move on with the SEO. But before going into details of SEO, we wanted to share how we do work with our partners, because transparency and the way of working, the all governance process is one of our differentiation. Minimum mailing, log data, and all tasks are in one place is one topic that we want to make clearly working. We do use ClickUp as our task management, and as you can see in the screenshot, we sometimes allocate tasks to developer, to creative agency, or to brand managers, and etc. Likewise, partners can direct their questions through ClickUp to us, so we eliminate any forwarding process, or we do not want to spend lots of time with mailing or forget what we have been working on, and etc. So basically, this was it around D-Dat. I will give the presentation to Onur, and hopefully it will be a useful digital marketing day for all of you.
Now you can, yes. Hello, everybody. Nice to meet all of you. And before we start, we want to gift to you, to webinar participants. And therefore, if you enter our website, leave your email address and name, we would like to contact you and perform the free SEO audit your website. Thank you. And let's start. I'm Onur Besen. I'm a partner of D-Dat, and I'm also responsible for the SEO team. I've been doing for 5+ years SEO, and me and my team has a given consultancy to many global brands so far. Now I want to introduce the topic of SEO. By the way, if you have any questions, please interrupt me and ask your question. I'll be very happy to answer all the questions. So thank you so much. Sana da iyi günler in Turkish. So let's start. We will start with the SEO 101. SEOs are like doctors. I read this sentence somewhere. Indeed, you can be sure that this is the case in every aspect of SEO, because there are always algorithm changes made by Google. Therefore, it's sometimes difficult to search to find the answers to questions such as why we lost the traffic or why we gained the traffic, actually. Why this is so, we will know in a moment. Today, we will cover all the topics with 6 sections. We will see what is SEO, should you do SEO, how SEO works, how to set up Search Console and keyword research, and finally, on-site SEO considerations. These are the sections that we will cover. So the first one is what is SEO and the evolution of SEO. What is search engine optimization? SEO stands for search engine optimization. In simple terms, it means the process of improving your site to increase its visibility when people search for products or services related to your business in Google, Bing, or other search engines. The better visibility your pages have in search results, the more likely you are to garner attention and attract prospective and existing customers to your business. In a simple way, what is the SEO actually? At the beginning of the 2000s, when SEO was just entering our lives, there was a situation that was completely driven by keywords. If you found the right keyword and placed it on the relevant page, and bam, you have gained the ranking and received the traffic. That was amazing, and that was too easy. Also, the links that you get from the other sites were like a gold. Maybe you have come across the different websites. There were offers like 10 backlinks for a $10. Maybe you saw this kind of offers. Then when we got when we got to 2000s, and Google noticed these backlink purchases and made the backlinks less valuable than before. Google has started to pay attention to the fact that the backlinks earn naturally. Likewise, just adding keywords has become useless as well, because the Google has started to making 100 algorithms just per 1 year. Finally, when we came to 2021, machine learning kept up with the rapid change in the technology and started to make 1,000 algorithm changes just per year made by Google. This has made ranking on the organic sites much more complex now. In this webinar, we will see the SEO 101 improvements are in the light of the latest updates in 2021. Be sure you will be able to make these improvements on your own site at the end of the webinar. The second one is, should you do SEO actually? Let's decide together. If there are users searching for the service, product, or application you sell, and the search volume for the words related to these products, yes, you should definitely do SEO, because this means that your competitors who are aware of the high search volume for these words have already started to gain traffic. For example, you want to provide a service related to cats. It's beautiful and perfect, and you can see that the average monthly search is over 1 million. But if you are going to provide on-demand cat delivery service, you probably won't be able to find anyone provide that service. I know it's a stupid service, but it's not average monthly searches. Because as you've seen that on-demand cat delivery service has no search volume. Even 10 people not search this service. If you want to if you create a company about the on-demand cat delivery service, probably you will fail. SEO takes a long time. If you change directions, you have got to reinvest the SEO. In the image, you will see the successful results of a domain that we previously supported. But if you notice, we didn't get almost any traffic for first 2 or 3 months. At this point, you should be patient and continue to improve the technical infrastructure and the content. Why should we invest in SEO? If your product is compatible with the market, as I showed in the previous example, cat delivery service. If you know which keywords you want to rank for, if you have competitors on the Google search results page for you want to rank for, it is time to start SEO. Then the third one is how SEO works. So first of all, the Googlebot comes to the website and scans the web pages you have previously published, and it indexes the scanned pages with hundreds of algorithm metrics that it determines every year. Finally, it compares with other relevant pages in Google Index, giving it the appropriate ranking and making it visible on the search result. This cycle repeats every time the Googlebot visits our website. Every time Google crawl, an index, and again ranking. This cycle doing thousands of times just in a day made by Google. And the fourth one is how to set up your search console. So let's look at some technical details. When you're setting SEO, the most important tool for SEO is the Search Console. Be sure that this tool is a free tool offered by Google to all site owners. All of you have to do is add a small line of code to your website. Search Console is the invisible part of iceberg because you can see all crawl data. You can track how many pages Googlebot crawls per day and the organic performance of the pages. You can even track how many clicks you get on which words. Let's set it up and examine the data. At the first, you should go to Search Console, as you see in the URL from the here, or you can type the Google Search Console. You can reach the Search Console website. You can also, sorry, a page like the left side will open. Then you can press Start Now. Then a page will open as in the second step. We have two options in here, as you see, the domain and the URL prefixes. If you have a domain with the subdomains like m.example or n.example, if you have a multiple languages, you should choose the domain verification. But if not, you can choose the URL prefixes. Here, we choose the second option as an example, just the URL prefixes. And we have the opportunity to verify different ways. You can activate the Search Console with the HTML tag or forwarding the HTML file to your developer or by copying it to head section, the site with your own. So after the verification, you will see a screen like this. By clicking the performance section, sorry, you can see how many clicks the website receives or what is the impression data. You will see that section. By clicking the coverage section, did Google bot encounter any problems by crawling your website, or do you have any 4xx or 5xx errors in your website? You will see in the coverage section. By clicking the URL section, the left side, as you see, you can find out whether the URL you want is in the index or whether it has been covered by Googlebot. By clicking also the sitemap, again, as you see the left side, you can reach the sitemap file that we will create just a little bit soon. And you can get more in-depth information from Search Console and SEO about SEO. So I'm checking if you have any questions, by the way, I'm checking the screen time by time. So this is the example of sitemap XML. A sitemap is a file where you provide information about the pages, videos, and other files on your site, and the relationship between them. Search engines like Google read the file to crawl your site more efficiently. On the left, you can see an example of sitemap XML. While this file is easily to create it with Yoast plugin in WordPress infrastructure, in other cases, we will need a software developer to create this file. On the right, after creating this sitemap XML, we must submit it to Google via Search Console that we just set up the previous slide. Thus, Googlebot will be aware of the existence of our sitemap XML. So, URLs included in sitemap are unique, returns status code 200, aren't rel canonical to different URL, aren't no index in robots.txt or on the page. What are these? The URLs should be unique. That is, if more than one URL and accidentally created on your website, just only one should be included. The only URLs will return the status code 200. For example, if you have a 4xx or 5xx error on your website, these URLs shouldn't be in the sitemap XML file, because the 4xx and the 5xx URLs are useless, and we don't want to crawl these URLs from Googlebot. Finally, URLs blocked with the robots.txt file, you shouldn't be included in sitemap XML file again, because also these are the useless from Googlebot. As a result, with this file, we show Google all the important pages as. We should not put a page that will make Googlebot busy unnecessarily, such as 404 pages that are not important as. So, will the presentation be shared with us? Yes, we can share if you want, the Tamar. If you want, we can share, we can put somewhere else, and we can deliver the link, and you can download from there. And again, we can continue. A robots.txt file tells the search engine crawlers which URLs the crawler enters your site. You can see here, it's an example of robots.txt file. As you can see, some of them is disallow, some of them is allow. So disallow means to Googlebot, you can't enter this path. If you put the allow, you're saying to Googlebot, okay, you can crawl this path, and this is the important path for me, and okay, come and crawl and index in this SERP. So this is a tiny file, and should be accessible with the after your domain and robots.txt path, as you see here. This is the example.com/robots.txt. This file should be accessible from this address. So the part 5 is the keyword research. By the way, is everyone okay from here so far? Do you have any questions? Actually, in fact, we come to the more fun parts. I think you don't. Okay, I can continue. This is the keyword research, right? Understanding the keywords is a foundation of SEO. To do really good keyword research, to reach potential customers, we have to do these few steps: brainstorm, current search traffic analysis, competitive analysis, Google Auto Suggest, and the Google Ads keyword plan. These are the main sources of all keyword universe. Let's look at this. And while doing the keyword work, all these mentioned areas should be searched in detail. By putting the keyword data from each section into a single list, we get our final perfect list. At first, we should discuss which words important to us, with brainstorming, and add these words to the list. And secondly, you can see the Search Console image here. When we look at the Search Console, if we are already getting traffic with the related words, we should add these words to our list. We are creating a list, actually. Thirdly, we should look at the words in the competitors, rank for the words we are interested in from the third-party tools, such as this image getting from the SEMrush. Maybe you have heard that before. Yes, we picked up all the keywords, the 3 section, and now you know that the list is slowly filling up like a pool. And finally, we should add Google auto-suggest to our list. For example, if you write a cake, Google suggests some of the related keywords about the cake. Then we need to find the volumes of monthly basis by importing all these keywords have obtained to the keyword planner. The keyword planner gives us the keywords average monthly searches, how many people search these keywords, and that keywords are valuable for us or not. Just remember that to claim the right words, you must repeat this process for website, because each page have a different content, so you have to find different keywords. You have to find different audiences. Maybe you should do this process for every pages for your website. And the last section, now that we have already detailed, sorry, will we get a recording of this presentation? I don't know, Abdullah, actually, it is recorded or not. Maybe one can help us about this point. The last part, now that we have a really detailed keyword list, you know, we can focus on what we should pay attention on site. It's very according to service or product on the website. The most important point is to understand the user intent by observing Google search result page. Just for example, let's imagine that we provide our customers with the service how to learn guitar on our website. While doing this, let's imagine again that we wrote dozens of pages about how to learn the guitar, and we published it on our website, even with a perfectly done keyword research. Do you think we can get a ranking when you observe to Google search result page in the image? Do you have any suggestions, guys? I'm waiting just a little bit. Again, I'm repeat my question. We have a website, and we provide to our customers how to learn guitar, and we wrote lots of content, lots of SEO friendly content. We do our keyword research, and we published all the content in our website. So when you observing the image, the search engine result pages image, so what do you think that can we get a good rank from this search? Okay, the answer: no matter how well we did keyword work and wrote good content, the intention of users to search how to learn guitar with a visual or video. As you can see, if you write how to play guitar, these are the search engine result page. The search engine result page, the first pages, filling up with pictures and the videos, as you see. So because it's easier to learn to guitar with visual or a video, Google knows this, and therefore when we look at these results on the first page, we see that all the results are containing pictures and the videos. So we don't want to write dozens of pages for writing a content about how to play guitar, because if we record a video about this topic, maybe we can get more traffic and more rank when we compare with the content. So top on-site technical considerations. These are the crawlability, title tag, meta description tag, and mobile friendliness, and the page speed, actually. Let's look at them. There are many areas we can improve on-site site with a tool called Screening Frog. You can visit this site like a Google bot and see the site Google sees. You can solve technical problems in the light of information we have just learned with a little bit. And we will learn a little bit soon. In addition, the Google Search Console will help us a lot on the site side in terms of improving HTML files and the server errors. We can find these details from the Search Console. And lastly, mobile compatibility or loading speed. Your page are important metric of on-site. So this is the assess from coming from the Screening Frog. To what extent can we improve on-site if we have using WordPress? Jonathan asks a question: to what extent we can we improve on-site SEO if we are using WordPress? If you are using WordPress, there are lots of plugins about the SEO. The major ones is Yoast. Yoast is very talented. So if you are doing a good SEO, I prefer the Yoast plugin because you can change the right title tags, meta tags, and you can find the actually the server errors from these plugin. Also the Yoast provides that if you are writing a content, it provides this content is SEO friendly or not. The Yoast evaluates the content you have already written, and it gives a score about the SEO friendliness. So I lots of plugins in here, so you can use all of these. Another question: that arrangement can be made, no worries. Oh, okay. She wrote that. I think it's about John. Okay, the answer is okay for you. Yes. Okay. Thank you. So on-site technical factors. You can now see. You can now see that the Screening Frog SS. Screening Frog is a freemium tool. You can browse the pages without 500 URLs. But if you have a larger website, you can apply the paid version. In Screening Frog, you are going to your website like a Google bot. So you know all the details about your website. Maybe we can say a big data of your website. As you can see, internal and external URLs, response codes, page titles, meta descriptions, meta keywords, all the server errors. If you have your pages, to access status code, you can see here. Or if your pages redirect another page, you can see here. And you can see in-depth information about your website with the help of Screening Frog. So the title tag, these are the topic of the on-page optimization. So the title tag is an HTML code tag that allows to give a web page the web page title. The title can be found in the browser title bar. We can't see in our web page when we are visiting, as well as in the search engine result page. As you've seen that these areas are the keyword research, and you should write something in these areas with using your keywords. How the titles should be not missing. All the titles are unique and interesting. Greater than 30 characters and less than 65 characters, and all the titles relevant with your web page content. And the meta description tags are they're very important also. These are the HTML element that describes and summarizes the contents of your pages for the benefit of users and search engines. Since the title and the meta fields are that Google bot sees on the visit, firstly. These fields must be written for each page accordance with the keyword research that we done already. And the meta descriptions are, again, should be unique or interesting. Maybe we should add the call to action sentences. Come on, let's click, let's discover, something like that. The meta descriptions less than 160 characters, because if you have write over 160 characters, Google cut the oversized part. The relevant to the content again, and include our keywords. And the other part of the on-page optimization is mobile friendliness. If you're, you can check the mobile compatibility of your pages with the Google's mobile compatibility testing tool. If you check the website, the Google search, if you write to Google mobile friendliness test, you can reach the left side screen. If you encounter the incompatibility, the procedures here are a bit more advanced SEO. So we recommend to talking to your SEO and a software developer in this point. But as you see that I wrote the Apple is compatible for mobile site. So the page is mobile friendly. So yeah, good for Apple. And the page speed is another topic. It's very important. Actually, in a 2 weeks later, 2 weeks before, we had an update about the Google page speed. Google said that the page speed is a ranking factor so far, and this is the most important thing in this year, in 2021. So this is the free tool again, made by Google, and you can write a page speed in the Google. You can Google page speed, so you can reach this far. And if you have any website, you can write your domain here and click the analyze button, and then you know, and you will reach the point that gives to over 100. As you've seen that the Apple get 50 from 100. So as I mentioned before, this is about, I think that this is about the page speed update in Google 2 weeks before. So we see that Apple trying to improve page speed score in terms of the details. Yes, that was it for today. Thank you for listening. These are the recommended tools for keyword research and discovery, SEMrush, and Keyword Finder. For technical analysis, content, and strategy improvement, you can use Search Console and Screaming Frog SEO Spider. These are the very valuable tools. So, do you have any questions? By the way, when you are thinking your questions, maybe we can connect from Instagram and LinkedIn. So the last thing, I want to add one more sentence. We are so eager to part of your journey so that we can drive more lead together to grow business. So don't forget to grab your free SEO audit. Please visit our website, D-Dat.com, and that's it. Take care of yourself. If you have any questions, I can happily to answer.
All right, cool. Thank you so much, Onur. Guys, do you have any questions? I think Jonathan has a question for you, Onur.
Yes, Jonathan said that earlier you mentioned about SEO evolution. Apart from the keywords and mobile friendliness, what other criteria of the quality content? In 2021, the quality content should be more holistic, actually. If you're writing content which specified a topic, maybe, for example, you're writing a content about water, you give every detail about the water. Just maybe you can give information about the bottles, maybe glasses, or maybe purity of the water. Will give lots of information, not just about the topic. You extend your vision and write the content which you choose. This is the major point, I think. And also, the keyword is very important again, but you shouldn't write lots of keywords on your content, because it's like or it's maybe it sounds a scam, because when you're imagine that you are a reader and you are reading that content, and you realize that lots of keywords are implemented that content unnaturally, and it's a little bit boring. You should use your keywords naturally, and this is the second, I think, important point. Yes, that's it. On the you should write your content based on a keyword research, but don't forget the technical infrastructure. If you do not have a good technical infrastructure, your content doesn't get a success about if even you research. I think this is the last important point. Apply on having own website. Abdullah, that only apply to having our own website. What if for startups we can take advantage of social media on our contents too? I didn't 100% understand, but I'm trying to answer this question. You can maybe.
Yeah, by the way, if you can elaborate the question,
yeah, please.
That would be great.
Maybe you're saying that, Abdullah, this is just for applying for grabbing free SEO audit, just your own website. No, you can, if you have any friend, or if you work in a different startups, you can apply two more time, or over one more time. So how about SEO when your page content is mostly videos? The second one is, are the logic results same site is not English? Yes, Tamar, I'm trying to answer your questions. The first one is, how about SEO when your page content is mostly videos? As I mentioned before, you should find the user intent. If lots of users search about the informational intent or navigational intent, or mostly the watching intent, you have to decide that your audience is what. For example, you are searching. Let's say you want to go somewhere. For example, you should go to the Apple Store, and you are writing to Google Apple Store with your mobile phone, and you will see Google. You will see the Apple Store's maps, because Google knows that you are searching from the mobile devices, and you want to go somewhere. You want to go Apple Store, and this search is evaluating like this. You will see the navigation, and you will press the navigation, so you can go to Apple Store with the help of your cell phone. This is about the intent. If your audience are consuming the information on the tab, you should write very valuable contents, or not. Maybe your audience are consuming the video, or your topic is about the just video, like the how to play guitar, as we saw the example. You should create a video about this topic, because if you wrote something about this informational intent, Google knows that this is not very valuable for your audience, because the people trying to learn a guitar with the video or the pictures. So the content, the written content, may be less useless. The second part, are the logic results same if the site is not English? Yes, it's the very logic. If you are, if your audience, again, in the local, you can write your website in English, in Malaysian, in Finland, I don't know, in French, German. You can set up your website. Which language do you prefer? Because this is the most important thing. You should focus your audience and your target audience, actually. If your target audience don't understand the English, no, so you shouldn't create a website in English, because your audience don't understand English. You should choose another language. You should prefer another language. Yes, that's it. Is it clear? I tried to explain. I'm sorry if you have any mistake. Tamar?
Thank you, Onur. I think you did answer Tamar's question, but if you guys do have any more questions, you can send them over. You can ask us after, and then we will definitely get the guys to answer your questions and give you back the replies. We will also work on sending you guys the recording, so it'll be easier for any recap of the session. Yeah? Any more questions, guys? If we don't, they want to know if they can get the presentation from you, Onur.
Okay. Okay, we will send to you.
Yes, they will send it over to us, and we will send them out to you guys when we send you the conclusion email later on. We will attach that together. Yeah? So thank you, guys. Thank you so much, Onur. Thank you so much for taking the time to take us through step-by-step explaining on the Google updates and what's needed for us to handle that, and also how to optimize our SEOs and begin with strategy planning. So thank you so much. And thank you, D-Dat agency as well. If you'd like to get in touch with them, guys, they have a free SEO audit that you can definitely grab right now. So you can send in an inquiry through us, or you guys, Onur. Maybe you can just leave an email address.
Maybe we can connect with the LinkedIn and Instagram. Maybe we can share our mail addresses. You can you can write something from our website. We definitely get call back.
Okay, sure. So you guys can go through us if you want to. Startup Brand KL, we're definitely happy to connect you guys with them. But you could also directly look them up on Instagram as well as LinkedIn, yeah? And you can connect. So thank you guys so much. Thank you, Onur. Thank you, Masood. It was lovely having you guys together here. And thank you so much for your knowledge sharing. And to the rest of you, thank you. Do look out for more events this month. And we've just gotten started. So we've got a fireside chat coming up real soon. And more events with Startup Brand Sarawak. Do look out for more events from us. And yeah, stay safe, guys.
All right. Thank you for hosting us.
Okay, thank you so much. No worries. Thank you, Masood. Thanks,
Take care of yourself.
Bye, guys. Everyone,
Bye.
take care. Stay safe.